Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are gonna do the Soundskin and RPM trunk kit, the quietest or ultimate trunk kit, which is gonna be a combination of the Soundskins Pro product and the RPM noise canceling or noise deadening kit that they sell, which is like the matte piece that goes over the trunk in the back, and then the three little, I guess, rubber seals that they put on the trunk for wind noise. So let's jump into this video real quick. Again, thank you to Soundskins and RPM. And if this is your first time joining, please subscribe down below, like this video, drop some comments, and let's hit it. Wow. Okay, my method's gonna be a little different than RPM's. We're gonna pull this out. So if you lift this rubber up, you can kind of already, I guess it wasn't even clipped in. You can kind of already pull this down easily because there's some bare metal up here which we're gonna apply Soundskins to. Another technique would be to apply the Soundskins to the plastic here. So we're gonna first kind of pull this all the way down, okay? Unclips pretty easy, and that'll free everything here. And then we're gonna go ahead and start to apply the Soundskins. Okay, here's what we're looking at here. This is the RPM trunk matte piece, and I've already cut out the Soundskins this time, guys. So honestly, I'm just putting it everywhere that the 3M is not on the main part of the trunk, on the underside of the trunk where it's all kind of like that copper color, where it's bare metal, because that's super hollow. So I think this area alone and the one crossbar is gonna really help cut down some of the, tire noise and anything coming from the trunk sound-wise, because this is really an awesome kit together. This alone is good. However, this extra deadening material, which may be only a couple pounds, is perfect. I think it's really going to wrap it up. The trunk RPM sound kit is 3 pieces. So this is going to go alongside the trunks, which I'll show you. And of course, this hardware, just like the front kit, is going to be kind of hand tightened in, and then with a screwdriver on these 6 points. Okay, so same thing as last time. We got the adhesion promoter, and yeah, you just want to grab some Soundskins to do it the way I'm doing it. So let's run out there and I'm going to kind of show you the trunk. Okay, here's the bare metal down here, and see it's completely hollow. So this beam, I'm gonna run Soundskins on the beam, kind of on maybe all 3 sides. Over here where the kind of anchors are for car seats and stuff like that, there's not really a good spot to put the Soundskins, at least that I feel. There's a lot of little holes and stuff like that. I'm gonna leave that alone for now and focus on this whole area here. So that's why I cut out those templates. We're gonna stick that on first, and then we're gonna get in here with the RPM mat and do that. And then the other pieces of the RPM stuff kind of go in here alongside the corners and then along the top. It's like a three-piece seal kit. So yeah, let's do this. Now, something to keep in mind is it's clipped in on the sides. So if you want to completely remove it, there's some clips in there that you would have to pop out, these little pop clips, which you can do. However, since I'm not really moving it drastically far, for right now, that's gonna work. All right, guys, first things up, you'll see I just kind of put some random pieces up here because the top of the metal is a bit strange. It might not work out for placement up there or for the clips going incorrectly. Now, beyond this piece, you'll see I've got the other Soundskins laid out. And you want to leave these grooves on the side, okay? On the right-hand side of the lines there, because that's where the 3M is going to stick. So I did under here, as you'll see, on the beam. It's kind of dirty. I just used scissors, not an X-Acto blade, but no one's going to see this back here. The next thing you're going to do is roll down the Soundskins with a roller, because you want to make sure that it is stuck fully and has a good adhesion, and it actually kind of makes it not as thick. You kind of smooths it all out. So I'm going to do that next, and then we're going to jump to the RPM products. There's a couple different rollers out there. This one's more for Dynamat. This one's really good for Soundskins because it won't rip the material. But essentially, you're going to do this all up and down and make sure that it really sticks. So I'm going to get at that, and that's how you roll it on. Okay guys, the next thing I'm going to do is jump in the trunk. And another pro tip is for all the little 6 bolts that come, just kind of pre-thread them a few threads so it's easier to, finagle and get your fingers through the felt and into the holes where they go. So I'm going to lay down, knock that out, and it's pretty easy. You're just going to start with the back 2 holes and just work your way forward. This part is just like the frunk, so let me knock that out real quick. Okay, a couple pro tips back here. So you got one in the center, which is pretty easy. That one's going to go in kind of like straight or sideways. That one really doesn't matter because it's straight in the middle. Now, the 2 most ones on the corners here, you want to angle those towards the center when you're pulling them in, because otherwise there's really not a good clearance issue. So like on this side, angle it like this and then push it into the hole and thread it in. And on that side, angle it towards the center, push it in. And the next ones and the next 2 are super easy. Like that one, there's plenty of space. So pro tip. Okay, the last thing you want to do here, once you got this stuff screwed up, is you are going to apply the adhesion promoter to that section here, and then the smiley face here along the lip under here, because that's where it's going to stick to. And then just press up and you should be good. If that doesn't work, you can always do what I did with the frunk and put extra 3M and you should be good to go. Okay, so that piece tucks in nicely there. And as far as the RPM rubber seals, I went a little overboard because they just sent me one really long piece. So I did the first piece that kind of goes under the nipple here, and you can again hit the link to their video to really get a detailed description, but you avoid these little nipples. Comes up underneath here. And pro tip, I cut this piece here by the light because for it to turn, it just wasn't working and not sticking right. So I cut this piece here, and then I went overboard. I added these 3 pieces here in the corner and then to the side piece there on each side. I know it's overboard. However, the trunk closes quite lovely and smooth. No issues. No dance, no jiggling, just a nice solid seal. And I think this honestly is the best trunk kit as far as DIY. Combine Soundskins and RPM products together, and I think this kit is a win. Okay guys, thank you so much for joining today. I hope you appreciate this content and deep dive into some soundproofing and insulation on the Tesla Model 3. If you guys, again, like this content, please subscribe down below, comment, and like this video so boost it up into the YouTube algorithm. And I do have more Tesla content coming at you very soon, more soundproofing stuff from RPM and Soundskins, and tons of other stuff planned, guys. I'm just trying to get through the content day by day, week by week. Anyways, thank you so much for joining. I'll catch you guys soon. Peace out.